What's up, everybody? Sherpa is back bringing you that crypto news. Man, has it been a week? Just super busy here at the crypto club because since I'm offering like an hour consultations for our club members, it is just booked after booked, and this is getting crazy. And the weekends I sleep, so I've been falling behind on the news. So I got lots of news articles to cover with you. So hopefully this still doesn't go over 30 minutes long. But no, as like the thumbnail shows, don't be a victim or don't fall for it. Scammers are going to scam. They're on they're not on high alert. You guys need to be on high alert, but they are in full force right now. During the bull run of crypto, like they are going after you hard to try to get your crypto. So best thing to do is just be aware of what they're doing, how they're doing it, so that way you don't fall for victim to it. But yeah, so we're going to cover a couple of those because even in our own ecosystem here, like Archaic Solutions, there's scammers out there pretending to be us and your phone call. So I have an email notification from those guys showing us how they're doing it, so that way you don't fall for it too. And then we got celebrities getting their X accounts taken over and then promoting a fake token. But then we got a bunch of other crypto news out there. So let's dive into the news so that way we don't waste any time. But yes, crypto scams, they are a lot of them. Yeah, Google's little AI intro, the crypto scams are a major area of this activity in 2024. Usually they relate to fake platforms, romance scams, Bitcoin ATMs, and Ponzi schemes. So don't click on links from unexpected text emails, people you don't know, don't pay for anything. But no, yeah, crypto scams are on high alert, so just be safe out there. So, alrighty, let's go through our first, again, the Archaic Solutions news or email everybody got. If you're not, I know probably a lot of our viewers do have a crypto-only laptop from them. But no, this is how the scammers are doing. But this was the email. It was, hello, I hope everyone's doing well. We got a report that there's a scammer contacting folks saying he's with Calyx. That call is preceded by a call from Google, which is BS. They're using a phone spoofing app, and they will tell you there is an attack from Hong Kong and you need to change your password. Hang up now. Do not fall for that. We suspect that the password reset gains them an avenue to review your email files and see what your vulnerabilities are. If they can see your emails, they would see that you are into cryptos, and more specifically, that you have a crypto laptop because you ordered from us. So it could still be in the email folder. Now, next you'll get a call with that will read it's coming from Calyx, and the clown behind this is called Blake. That's what he calls himself. He will tell you he is Calyx employee and needs you to go to www.anydesk.com on now. Don't you guys click on that just because I said that, but don't go there because you just want to hang up right there. This is where they can steal your cryptos. So please do over the do's and don't. So here's your takeaway from this. If you get a call from Google, do not answer it. If you get a call from Archaic Solutions, do not answer it. If it's me, I'll leave a voicemail. Scammers never leave voicemails. Archaic Solutions does not monitor your laptops. It's not possible. Also, will never call you about your crypto laptop being compromised. We would never ask you to give up control of your laptop. Do not give access to your crypto laptop to anyone calling you. And if your gut is telling you it's a scam, listen to it. So take care and be safe from Bitcoin Ben and Patrick. So be safe out there, guys. That's just how basically all one scammer so affected us in that way. So if you get a call from Google, they're trying to get you to download AnyDesk, don't do it. That's a scam. But that is just one of the scams going on out there. What else do we have? Not just scams, crypto kidnappings. I'm going with the fun one. The Ledger co-founder and wife was finally rescued following a ransom demand in crypto. So yeah, this doesn't really get talked about much too out there in the space. But yeah, so apparently the guy, Ledger, the crypto hardware wallet, I don't trust those wallets anymore after they have like a seed phrase recovery section. So nope. But it looks like the co-founder was rescued. So let's learn about this kidnapping. So Casa founder Jameson Lopp achieved shows even crypto-related attacks cataloged in January 2025 alone. Now, David Belland, the co-founder of Ledger, a prominent French cryptocurrency hardware wallet manufacturer, and his wife had been safely released following their kidnapping earlier this week. Paris prosecutor's office further revealed that the couple was abducted from their residence during the early hours of Tuesday, January 21st, and transported to an undisclosed location. Bloomberg reports stated that the kidnappers demanded a substantial ransom in cryptocurrency. The law enforcement successfully located and freed Belland during an operation late Wednesday night, while details about the rescue remain limited and emergency services are providing medical care to the victim now. Now, the incident, which shocked the tech communities, comes amid rumors of another alleged kidnapping involving Eric Larshevik, who happens to be Ledger's other co-founder. However, Gregory Raymond, co-founder of the crypto news outlet The Big Whale, dismissed these claims, confirming Larkovic was not involved. Now, founded in 2014, Ledger is renowned for its hardware wallets that secure digital assets offline, protecting users from cyber threats. The company was valued at 1.3 billion, approximately 1.42 billion US dollars, raised 100 million in 2023, and employs around 700 people. Now, according to known physical Bitcoin attacks archive maintained by Casa's co-founder Jameson Lopp, there have been at least 6 attacks cataloged in 2025 alone, just before Balin's incident. So hacks are still happening just alone this year with those 26. Now, as reported earlier, Dean Sakura, CEO of Canadian cryptocurrency firm WonderFi, was kidnapped in Toronto during rush hour in November. The exec was released unharmed after paying a $720,000 ransom in a statement. Skirka assured users that WonderFi's funds and data were unaffected, and the incident coincided with Wonder's earnings report, which highlighted a 153% revenue increase year to year. So all these crypto wallets and guys, why are they getting kidnapped? Like right now, it's like they're being the ones targeted of it. But yeah, so apparently it was 2 Ledger co-founders that had a kidnapping. I remember seeing this last week and was like going, wait, what? Is this the same article? I guess it wasn't. But yeah, so be safe out there. Good way to avoid this is don't tell people you have crypto. Just if they ask, just go, yeah, I'm invested in it a little. Never disclose how much you have because that just puts a target. But scammers go after everybody, so just be aware. And like, I'm not going to go through this full next article, but the next scam is basically Breaking Bad star was his Twitter account or X account was hacked and promoted, and there was like $8 million taken away. So which Breaking Bad actor? It was Walter White's brother. Is that Hank? I forgot his name, but it's Dean Norris. He had his X account hijacked to promote a meme coin that used his likeness as part of a pump and dump scheme. In a January 26 post on X account, Norris, best known for his role as Hank Schroeder in Breaking Bad, said he was hacked and the meme coin Dean was a complete fake scam. So it was this gentleman right here. And yeah, they even got an AI picture on there. So hopefully none of you guys fell for that one. But yeah, so just be aware of the crypto scams out there. But that is all of our crypto scam news. Let's go over some actual other crypto news out there. So we're done covering that. Usually I save those for the end. But what else is going on in the crypto space? Oh, this is some good news. The Czech central bank chief proposes allocating up to 5% of its reserve to Bitcoin. So this is great news because, again, institutional adoption. The race is on, guys. There is not that much Bitcoin out there. And Trump did actually dismiss. It was like SAB once. Now our own institutions can actually get involved too. So, but I think I got that article later on. But yeah, so this is huge news for more banks getting involved in crypto. So the quick takeaway from this is that the Czech National Bank governor, Aleš Michel, wants to add billions of dollars worth of the country's reserve into Bitcoin, the Financial Times reported. And Michel also told the FT he will present a Bitcoin investment plan to the bank's board on Thursday to diversify its reserves. Now let's go through this full article. Czech National Bank governor, Aleš Michel, is set to submit a plan to allocate as much as 5% of its 150 billion or 140, is that euros, or 146 billion US dollars of its reserve to Bitcoin, according to the Financial Times. Mitchell told the FT that he will present the Bitcoin investment plan to the central bank's board on Thursday to diversify its reserves. Ooh, tomorrow. We can find out about that later. But if approved, the CNB would become the first central bank known to hold the foremost cryptocurrency. Now, the governor acknowledged Bitcoin's volatility and limited record, but highlighted increased investors' interest since BlackRock and other asset managers launched U.S. spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, and President Trump's campaign pledges on crypto deregulation and the creation of a Bitcoin strategic stockpile. Now, for diversification of our assets, Bitcoin seems good, Mitchell told the FT in an interview. Those Trump guys can now kind of create some bubble for Bitcoin, but I think the trend would be an increase without those guys as well, because it's an alternative investment for more people. Mitchell noted that he had a totally different philosophy on Bitcoin compared to most of his counterparts. Of course, if you compare my position with other bankers, then I'm not one entering the jungle or the pioneer, Mitchell told the outlet. I used to run an investment fund, so I'm typical investment banker, I would like to say. He said, I like profitability, and who doesn't? Now, more central banks could follow. The CNB chief added that more central banks could follow his lead over the next 5 years, but also warned that the investment could end up proving worthless. It's possible to have a big range of outcomes and that Bitcoin will have a value of zero or an absolute fantastic value. But in our history, we have also had some stocks like Enron or the payment company Wirecard. So we have some experience with bad investments. So yes, I'm ready for a possible Bitcoin collapse, he said. Now the CNB estimates that holding 5% of its foreign reserves in Bitcoin over the past decade would have boosted annual returns by 3.5%, but also doubled their volatility. Now, what's the escalating plans for this? The news follows reports of earlier this month that Mitchell was considering Bitcoin for potential reserve asset allocation. However, speaking with the local media company CNN Prime News on January 6th, the central bank chief said that there was no concrete plans to acquire cryptocurrency. Now, sure, I consider, but there are 7 of us on the board, Mitchell said at the time, adding that discussions would continue, and Bitcoin is an interesting option for diversification against other assets. I was thinking of acquiring just a few Bitcoin, but I never intended to make a significant investment, Mitchell added. However, if his plan is approved, the potential 5% allocation could see as much as $7.3 billion worth of the digital asset acquired, and the bank also plans to increase its gold reserves to approximately 5% of the total assets by 2028. Now, the CNB's potential Bitcoin allocation marks the latest step in the country's increasingly crypto-friendly stance. Following a proposed law to exempt Bitcoin holdings of over 3 years from capital gains tax, the legislation, which was unanimously approved by the Czech parliament on December 6, is currently waiting to be signed by the president. Now, we all know in 2021, El Salvador became the first country to roll out an official Bitcoin treasury program through the funds, though the funds are held by the government and managed by a state development bank rather than its central bank. President Trump also issued an executive order last week establishing a task force to explore a strategic digital reserve in the U.S. Now, the executive order to create a team is to focus on their strategic Bitcoin reserve and was always likely to trigger other nations to act accordingly, Danny Scott, CEO of Bitcoin exchange Coin Corner, told the block. Now, I have no doubt that we will see more countries look to explore this in the coming months as they potentially race to beat the U.S. with their 6-month timeline. Nation-state adoption will expedite Bitcoin's adoption around the world, adding it to its legitimacy and public confidence. So if they do it, 7.6 being added, it's just, that's just more, I just see that as more Bitcoin getting taken off the market for the younger guys to get in, the little guys. But again, it's like the race is on right now. Like chimes are changing. Like we can see this happening all over the world. I think in our next couple articles, we see like different rules that are being changed right now in crypto in the US alone. So times are changing. Bitcoin's scarce. Really get that through your head. Like you may think you can just go, I can just go to Coinbase and buy a bunch of Bitcoins. Like they might not really care. They may allow you to make that purchase, but they'll probably go like, oh, you can only pull out this much, $100 worth of Bitcoin a day, and it's not even as their supply decreases. That's going to be even lower how much you're going to draw. So get your Bitcoin now, and you will be in a very good place. All right, let's move on to our next article. What else do we have? Again, it's more crypto rule. So the SEC rescinds controversial crypto accounting rule, signals regulatory shift. Under the revised framework, companies can now assess crypto safeguarding obligations under broader US GAAP and IFRS standards. So this is great news because now finally, like I remember when this came out back in the day, like it was like 2022 or 2021. I forgot which year it was. I was just starting the crypto news channel and everything, but it's like, oh, they're stifling innovation with SAB 121. Banks can't hold it. They can't abide by the same rules. So by abolishing this is like really good. So let's learn about it. On Thursday, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission rescinded Staff Accounting Bulletin, SAB, number 121, signaling a shift in its approach to regulating crypto assets under Commissioner Hester Pierce, who now heads the agency's newly formed Crypto Task Force. Introduced in March of 2022, the SAB 121 required companies to record a liability and a corresponding asset for crypto assets held on behalf of users. Now, critics, including Pierce, argued that the guidance added unnecessary complexity and created an uneven playing field for crypto platforms under the revised framework. Companies will now evaluate obligations to safeguard crypto assets using broader accounting standards such as US GAAP and contingency rules and IFRS guidelines. Now, the changes are retroactive for the fiscal years beginning after December 15th, 2024, and with early adoption allowed. Now, that move alone could mark the beginning of a new chapter for crypto in the United States. Blockchain Association, Kirsten Smith, previously told Decrypt that it really does open up a whole new market, she said at the time. Even though Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs are currently trading on Wall Street, an abundance of yellow tape and crypto anxieties have kept most U.S. investors and businesses on the sidelines. Now, Pierce, a vocal advocate for clearer crypto regulation, has emphasized collaboration and practical solutions in her new role. Now, her task force aims to reduce reliance on enforcement-led tactics, which were a hallmark of former SEC Chair Gary Gensler's tenure. Now, if you're curious about what Gary Gensler is doing, I didn't pull up the article, but he's back at MIT, and those guys are going, "Oh, Gary's back." But it's nice that he's out of the SEC. But the SEC reiterated that the need for companies to provide transparent disclosures to investors under existing rule as it adjusts regulatory posture toward crypto. Now, in 2024, a bipartisan coalition of U.S. lawmakers passed a resolution in both House that would have overturned the SAB 121, but President Biden vetoed the bill, defending the judgment of the regulator. Now, this reversal of the considered judgment of SEC staff in this way risks undercutting the SEC's broader authorities regarding accounting practices. The notice from the White House read, "My administration will not support measures that jeopardize the well-being of consumers and investors." But it's a new era under President Donald Trump, who was inaugurated Monday after running a pro-crypto campaign. And on Thursday, Trump signed his first crypto executive order, which establishes a presidential working group for advocating for crypto regulation, as well as exploring a potential national crypto stockpile. It also prohibits the creation of central bank digital currencies, or CBDC, aka digital dollars. And that is the next article we're covering. But no, so this is great, though, that the SAB 121 is overturned. We're probably going to see a lot more institutions now get involved. We just saw the last guy from the Czech saying they will propose it. They want to go into it. They can maybe throw 5% in. This just takes away the stagnant fear of Bitcoin out of it and just makes it a little bit more clear. So crypto regulation is coming, or more easier guidelines, not regulation, but crypto regulatory guidelines for these companies out there are just getting easier. But that was the SEC rescinds that rule, which is great. Now let's go over this Trump executive order about the CBDCs. So Trump executive order paves the way for federal crypto reserve, but doesn't mention Bitcoin. And wait, did I say CBDCs? No, we are not going to be getting CBDCs because we do not want that. But Donald Trump signed his first executive order on crypto, establishing a working group and prohibiting CBDCs without mentioning Bitcoin. Now, President Donald Trump signed his first crypto-related executive order on Thursday, formally establishing a presidential working group on digital asset markets and laying the groundwork for exploring some of his campaign promises, including potentially establishing a national reserve for Bitcoin and other assets. The presidential working group will advise Trump on matters related to crypto policy and inform his decision-making with regards to the industry. Trump previously announced that the group will be led by Silicon Valley venture capitalist David Sacks, the White House's first ever AI and crypto czar. Now, its day-to-day operations will be managed by Bo Hines, a one-time Republican congressional nominee and former college football player. The group will also include the Secretary of the Treasury, the SEC, and CFTC heads and other department and agency leaders. Decrypt previously reported that the council is expected to consist of 20 crypto founders and CEOs, industry donors to Trump's presidential campaign, and perhaps his inaugural funds as well are likely to be prioritized. The group doesn't have any real authority besides the opportunity to advise Trump and Congress, who will make their own decisions. Now, the executive order titled Strengthening American Leadership in Digital Financial Technology further tasks the group with exploring the premise of a strategic national digital asset stockpile, following Trump's campaign trail promised to establish a Bitcoin national reserve. Now, such an idea has been furthered in the Senate via Senator Cynthia Lummis' Bitcoin Act. Plus, several states are now considering their own Bitcoin reserve legislation. And I believe Texas is making that a priority for 2025 right now. And I did not pull up that article because, again, there's so much news to cover. But however, the executive order does not mention Bitcoin by name, nor does it mention any other specific crypto assets. Now, furthermore, the order notes that agencies are blocked from launching central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, which are often referred to as digital dollars. These centralized cryptocurrencies have been widely derided by Republicans due to privacy concerns. It also aims to protect and promote the rights for American companies and citizens to transact and self-custody cryptocurrency, mine crypto, and validate blockchain transactions, and launch blockchain software. Now, it also is expected that Trump will follow up this first crypto-related executive order with several more, and it's a top priority for the industry, has been repealing the SEC's SAB 121 rule, which we just talked about, now which discourages American banks from holding crypto. And Congress repealed SAB 121 last spring, but former President Joe Biden then vetoed the legislation, leaving the rule in place. Now, Trump is able to rescind SAB 121 with an executive order and is widely expected to do so. Now, other crypto policies that Trump may address in the future executive orders include eliminating the SEC's controversial exchange rule, which targets decentralized financial projects, and directing federal agencies, including the State Department, to make fostering crypto innovation a national priority. Now, with or without executive orders, though, the Trump administration is already off to a running start when it comes to crypto. On Tuesday, SEC established a new crypto task force led by Hester Pierce, the I can't even speak right now, emphatically pro-industry commissioner. Now, the task force will aim to craft sensible disclosure frameworks that will allow crypto projects and companies to register legally if needed. Doing so will end the SEC's longstanding effective policy of regulating the industry by enforcement, an approach that brought much uncertainty to the sector and pushed many firms out of the country. So, oh man, I am out of breath, like so much. Like I think that's all our actual like Bitcoin news, law news, but man, I need to drink some milk. Which is what I'm drinking. That's actually matcha milk. But that is basically all of those news articles. We also got Michael Saylor in the news again with MicroStrategy buying even more Bitcoin. That's right, this guy is not stopping. But yeah, he purchased another 10,100 Bitcoin for $1.1 billion. This article came on January 27th, but I believe he did the purchase price around 105,000. So he did not buy the dip that we had. And everyone's already talked about the dip, what caused it. It was this fear of DeepSeek, China's new AI device, which definitely dumped the market. Bitcoin dropped to what, like 99,000, 98, and that only lasted a day. We're back at 104. So yeah, the market's recovering nicely now. But yeah, MicroStrategy is buying more Bitcoin. It's scarce. I think I talked about it earlier. So just get some Bitcoin and hold on to it, because who knows what the cycle is going to really bring. Is it going to go down? Is it going to keep going up? Or we have a little S shape during the bear? I don't know. But just get Bitcoin and hold it. It's easy as has to hold. But yeah, okay, now I see that we finally get to our crypto news article. So other stuff than Bitcoin, because there's other cryptocurrencies out there with utility and use case. And this next article is going to go over Cardano's next fork, the Plomin hard fork, which is ready to set stage for full decentralized governance. That's right. Cardano's Plomin hard fork brings full decentralized governance, giving ADA holders voting power over key blockchain decisions. So very nice. Yep. Can you guys even read that with me? Let's zoom this in a little bit. Here we go. Boom. So Cardano is set to transition to a fully decentralized voting system thanks to its forthcoming major upgrade. The Cardano blockchain will transition to a decentralized governance structure after the Plomin hard fork takes effect. The Cardano Foundation said in a January 29th X post, writing that the Plomin hard fork takes effect, marking the transition to full decentralized governance. ADA holders gain real voting power on parameter changes, treasury, withdrawals, hard forks, and the blockchain's future. Now tonight, Cardano evolves. The Plomin hard fork takes effect, making the transition to full decentralized governance. ADA holders gain a real voting power on this, and the parameters have changed. Now the upgrade will enable Cardano token holders to delegate voting power to delegated representatives who vote on governance actions, including protocol parameter changes, treasury withdrawals, and hard fork initiations. Now, hard forks require staking pool operators to upgrade their nodes and improve the upgrade with a 51% majority. And as of January 22nd, 78% of Cardano's network nodes had upgrades to the new version. So it's happening. It went through. Now, according to a January 23rd report from Emergo, a voting member of Cardano's Interim Constitutional Committee that supported the hard fork, posted this right here, the action constitutionality. Cardano, yes. Eastern Cardano Council voted no. And then, so pretty much everyone voted yes, 86% anyways. Now, the Cardano Foundation has also voted in favor of the upgrade, according to a January 23rd X post that just wrote, after a thorough review, we have determined that the governance action is fully constitutional. Now, ADA token eyes breakout to $1.90 after the plummet hard fork. So that's a full dollar rise if we get that. Ooh, that's a price prediction right there. Now, despite the long-awaited upgrade, the ADA token has been struggling to gain the momentum it needs. The ADA token fell over 8.2% on the weekly chart to trade above 91 cents as of 1:23 p.m. UTC time. Now, still, Cardano's governance token is up over 95% over the past year, outperforming Ether's 38% yearly rally and Bitcoin's 104%? Oh, wait, no, that's the current price right now. Outperformed both altcoins with at least 156% yearly gains. And there's that chart showing, let's see, ADA and Bitcoin. So yeah, I didn't beat Bitcoin. But Cardano's ADA token may be on track to rally above $1.90 after the hard fork, according to a symmetrical triangle, which is on a confirmation, would result in a significant breakout. Now, symmetrical triangles form when price action consolidates between converging trendings and typically preceding a breakout in the direction of prevailing trends. So what does this look like? Where's the triangle? Yeah, I don't like price analysis charts. Now, this emerging chart pattern sets ADA's long-term price near $1.90, up around 108% from its current price. But no, so that's some good news for ADA holders out there, Cardano's. Let's see. So you're going to get voting rights now to make, well, you don't really get the full voting rights, but you get a vote on the decision makers of the person. So, okay, so that's a pretty cool fork that went through, and that was just fully supported by everybody. But that is the ADA news for you. Let's go over some Ripple news, because I know XRP fans are always looking out for some more news that boosts their, I'm just not a fan of XRP, but I still got to report the news. But Ripple announces money transmitter license in Texas and New York. So I guess they're going to be able to work in those two states, which was always the hardest states to be a part of. Because some of the exchanges I've been on, it's like, oh no, we don't work in Texas or New York. I'm like, huh? But it looks like Ripple's getting that. So let's find out some more about this. The payments firm said with the addition of the two U.S. states, it held more than 50 licenses across different jurisdictions. Now, blockchain payments firm Ripple Labs said it had secured money transmitter license in the U.S. states of Texas and New York. In January 27th notice, Ripple said financial regulators in Texas and New York had approved the money transmitter license for the payments firm, which reported holding more than 50 licenses across different jurisdictions, according to the blockchain firm. Now, the licensing would allow it to offer users a cross-border payment solution in the U.S. Now, Texas and New York have defined regulations and stringent license requirements with robust compliance standards and regulatory oversight, said Ripple. Now, regulators in both U.S. states could have more significant influence over crypto firms should adoption increase due to the many mining companies being based in Texas and digital asset businesses operating in New York. Now, the license approvals followed Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse's announcement in December that the New York Department of Financial Services approved the firm's RLUSD stablecoin, which the company plans to list on crypto exchanges. Now, just be aware that the RLUSD is a stablecoin. I've come across a lot of people here at the club, just not to say anything, just people do not really understand what stablecoins are. They just know it's in the XRP section. It's just going to be pegged to $1. It's not going to go anywhere else. It's not going to go to $2. It's not going to go 50. Well, I forget the pegs goes 50 cents, but it's just supposed to be stable. So if you're expecting a gain from this coin, it's not a coin that you're going to make gains on because it's stable. I just had to say that. But let's continue on with more of the Ripple news. And this is regarding now the SEC versus Ripple case is in an appellate court. Ripple still faces legal troubles following a Securities and Exchange Commission case filed against the blockchain firm over XRP in 2020. In August 2024, a judge found Ripple liable for $125 million, but both the SEC and the company's legal team have filed appeals currently being considered by judges in the Second Circuit. Now, Garlinghouse and Ripple Chief Legal Officer Stuart Aldoherty also seems to have close relationships with U.S. President Donald Trump, and the firm donated $5 million worth of XRP to Trump's presidential inaugural fund. And Aldoherty spent more than $300,000 on fundraising and political action committees supporting the then Republican candidate. Now, both executives met with Trump in his Mar-a-Lago home in January and attended inauguration events in Washington, D.C., and told Cointelegraph that they've had marked as official guests. Trump later ordered the January 20th swearing-in ceremony moved inside the U.S. Capitol. Stuart Aldoherty, if I had told you 4 years ago that I'd be standing at the inaugural crypto ball in D.C. with Snoop Dogg, would you have believed me? Yeah, me neither. Now, Garlinghouse claimed on January 5th that 75% of Ripple's job openings were based in the U.S. as a direct result of Trump's election. So they're there. And yeah, it's good that they got the license for Texas and New York because, it makes it a little bit easier, and maybe as more adoption hits, it just gets a little bit easier everywhere. But that is our Ripple news. And how many more articles do I really have for you? I am getting so tired. I still have to hit the gym after this. I have 3 more news articles for you. So, let me adjust myself. How you guys doing tonight? All right, let's continue on. So here we go. So our next article is X, or Twitter, if you still call it that like I usually do, announces partnership with Visa to power a new digital wallet. So are we finally going to be getting crypto payments on Twitter? I don't know, but this could be a start. Elon Musk's microblogging platform X has entered into partnership with crypto credit card giant Visa to power its soon-to-be launched digital wallet and app. It's another milestone for the Everything app, said ex-CEO Linda Lockerina. On January 28th is our first partner for the X Money account, which will debut later this year. She added, the social media company will use Visa Direct, Visa's solution for real-time money transfers, to load money into an X Money's wallet, and the latter can be used to connect to a debit card to pay other users and to transfer money back to bank accounts. Now, X Money will launch later in 2025 and compete with establishing players as Venmo, Cash App, and Zelle. Ooh, that's some big words right there. It means saying they won't be able to compete with that. And who knows? It's X. It's Elon. We can do it. But yeah, here's that tweet from Linda Lockerino. Another milestone for the Everything app. Visa is our first partner for the X Money account, which will debut later this year. Allows for secure instant funding to your X wallet via Visa Direct. Connects to your debit card, line for peer-to-peer payments, and options to instantly transfer your money. Now, payments coming to X, Visa Direct will make it possible for U.S. X Money account users to fund and transfer money in real time with their debit card, and the credit card company confirmed it. Now, according to CNBC, X Money will allow creators on the platform to get paid for their monetized content and store those funds directly on X rather than in a bank. Now, the X Money service is expected to launch in the first quarter and deals with more financial partners and are likely, the outlet reported, citing anonymous sources. Now, podcasters Lex Friedman said, I can't wait for this before adding payments, banking, etc. could use a lot of innovation. Integrating crypto would be great too. Now, it's long been rumored that Elon would enable Dogecoin payments on the platform, but there was no mention of crypto in this announcement. Musk first started talking about his vision for making X, then known as Twitter, a financial platform, and soon after he took over the company, he mentioned users of the platform to the tip of the creators and get high yield from balances held on it. X can become the biggest financial institution in the world, Musk said in March 2023's interview, and app researchers have also been finding and delving into the code for the payment platform. Here's Nima Owell going like, let's see what X Money really is. At first, it won't be available in all U.S. states. You'll have a wallet in your X account where you can deposit or withdraw money from it. You'll be able to connect your bank accounts. Then you can use it to transfer money to others. So that's him looking through the code. Now, regulatory quagmire. The money transmitter licenses in the United States are not easy to obtain, and X has been working hard for the past year. The company has been actively applying for these money service licenses and is currently licensed in 41 states and is registered with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, according to the website. Now, it has also been suggested that X Money will not be available in all US states when it launches, and the platform currently has around 55 million users across the United States. So, yeah, so way to go, X, on that partnership. And we're just one step closer from getting Dogecoin payments. That's right, Dogecoin on Twitter. I know everyone's waiting for that. People always ask like my thoughts on most meme coins. It's like I don't touch it, but when they mention Doge, it's like Doge isn't going anywhere. It's runs the same algorithm as Litecoin. It's dual mined. It's like still one of the only proof of work meme coins out there. It's the original one, so I don't see that one. So Dogecoin will be here. That's what I predict. Now, speaking of meme coins, looks like, and also making purchases with meme coins, looks like you can now make some purchases with Trump coin. That's right. Trump coin goes mainstream. More websites now accept payments. According to a Bloomberg coverage, people can now buy certain perfumes, shoes, and watches with Trump. Now, several online retailers and Travala, that means you can travel with Trump coin. That's gotta be freaking awesome. Have supposedly started accepting Trump's meme coin, expanding its US beyond speculation. Now, Trump surged past $70, but has since dropped 64% to around $26, with critics like Balaji and Srinivas and Mark Cuban questioning its legitimacy. Now, Trump receives further support right now. Donald Trump made huge waves in the crypto world by launching his own meme coin, and the token in question is called Official Trump and has saw the light of day on January 18th. Now, according to a recent Bloomberg report, several online retailers selling the Trump-themed merchandise have accepted the asset as payment methods, and those include GetTrumpWatches.com, GetTrumpFragrances.com, and GetTrumpSneakers.com. Now, prior to that, Travala, a blockchain-based travel booking platform that enables clients to pay for their vacations, hotels, and flights in cryptocurrency, also embraced Trump. Now, here is an X post from Travala, a new integration alert. Trump is now live on Travala. You can now book hotels, flights, and fun activities around the world and pay with Trump. Now, who's ready to travel like a boss with the real Donald Trump? So it's like just a great way to get paid. It's like, oh yeah, I paid for my vacation in Trump coins. I bet the left side of the family would definitely go like, what? Just to really not get you. But what's Trump's price outlook right now? The meme coin experienced a spectacular price explosion mere hours after going live. Its price exceeded $70, while its market capitalization surged past $14.5 billion, thus it briefly surpassing Shiba Inu to become the second biggest meme. Now, in addition to the price explosion, it allowed savvy traders to make multi-million profits overnight due to entering and eventually exiting the ecosystem at the right time. Now, ever since Trump's inauguration, though, the token has been serious decline. It currently trades around $26 per CoinGecko's data, representing a 64% decline from the peak, and the market cap has fallen below $5.5 billion, making Trump the third largest in the meme coin niche, with a slight lead over Pepe. Now, while many industries participants believe it could enter a new bull run soon, others have criticized its existence. Balaji Srinivas, the former CTO of Coinbase, claimed that such assets only damage the reputation of the industry instead of legitimizing it. The American billionaire Mark Cuban also shared a similar thesis, arguing that the introduction of Trump's meme coin is nothing but harmful to the cryptocurrency sector. He was like, this is the biggest bunch of selfish bullshit I have ever heard in your world. There is no ownership, just speculation, he said. That's funny, Mark. What did he buy? I know he bought the Dallas Mavericks, but he was into Dodge for a time, so maybe he's a Dodgy fan. Still, who knows? But no, if you guys want to buy your next plane ticket with Trump, use Travala, because that's where you can actually use your cryptocurrencies to book flights, hotels, and vacations. So that's all of our meme coin news. What was the first one again? Oh yeah, it was X partnership. We're talking about how Doge could eventually get on there maybe soon. Now, finally, we made it. We made it to the last article. We're like at 39 minutes. This is a 40-minute video. Thank you guys for sticking around. I don't even think I want to go through this full article. All it really is, like, remember the World Coins eye scanner? Well, it looks like Brazil bans it, and they're not going to let their citizens let their retinals get scanned. Yeah, you know what? Let's go through it. It's the last article. It's been a week. I'm sure you still want to know about it. So yes, Brazil bans WorldCoin from giving crypto for eye scans. World Network, the iris scanning digital ID project formerly known as WorldCoin, can no longer offer crypto incentives to Brazilians. Bummer. Now, Brazil's data protection watchdog has ordered the company behind the biometrics for the World ID project to stop offering crypto or financial compensation for collecting biometric data from its citizens. The National Data Protection Authority on January 24th ordered Tools for Humanity, which is behind the eye scanning crypto project World Network, formerly WorldCoin. Now, to stop providing services to Brazilians from January 25th and after, in an investigation that began in November following the launch of the World ID project in Brazil. Now, the ANPD's enforcement division reported that it determined offering crypto as compensation could compromise the validity of user consent for collecting sensitive biometric data. Now, World Network was co-founded in 2019 by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, and it uses iris biometrics developed by San Francisco and Berlin-based Tools for Humanity with the aim of developing a universal digital identity and financial network by scanning people's irises using a futuristic orb. Now, under the Brazilian law, consent for processing sensitive personal data must be free, informed, unequivocal, and specifically given for particular purposes. Now, the ANPD was concerned about financial incentives potentially influencing people's decision making, especially those in vulnerable situations. It also expressed concerns about the sensitive nature of biometric data, the irreversible nature of the data collection, and the inability to delete collected biometric data once it's been provided. Now, in December, Germany's Data Protection Authority issued a corrective measures for the Digital Identity Project over its handling of biometric data, ordering World to implement measures to comply with the EU's General Data Protection Regulation. Now, the native token, WLF, has fallen more than 8% over the past 24 hours, dropping below $2 at the time of writing. Again, this article is probably like 5 days old, so who knows, maybe it made a little pump up. But the token, which was launched to power the network in July 2023, has declined 83% from its March all-time high of $11.74. Oh, yeah, so I think we're still in the $2 range. I don't think we even touch close to its start day. But yeah, so WorldCoin and their iris scanner, it ain't happening in Brazil. Because again, that's scary. I was like never going to do that. When I first heard about the crypto orb and then scanning retinas, it's like, what? Putting your data on a blockchain, which we know is irreversible, and just the collection of that data? No, thank you. But no, so yeah, so that is all the news I have. Oh man, what time is it? It is 10:30. I'll be at the gym by 11:30. Let me just last little sip of milk. Nice green tea. But yeah, so let's take a look at the fear and greed index and Bitcoin's price. How are people feeling right now? People are at a neutral 54 number. Not bad. So people aren't scared. They're not greedy. But yeah, so we are just feeling neutral. We are back at $104,000 Bitcoin, making our way up. Ooh. So yeah, maybe we'll be back at the 105. Maybe slowly make our next leg up. Ethereum's at 3,100. XRP retaking that third position at $3.11, and Solana at 237. And there's so many cryptos out there. Like, what's going on? Like, let's take a look at the crypto bubbles. Like, let's see what green is looking like today. Because I'm sure this was red the past couple days, but yeah, we got Onyx Coin, Fart Coin still up there. This is just the top 100 coins. Like, we didn't even go further down. Like, you can take a look at all the coins you want on crypto bubbles. So you haven't taken a look at it. The top 100 and 200 coins. Looks like Plume. Didn't we just talk about it? Is that Cardano? No, it's probably something else. But the Plume's up 23% and ARC 17. But again, yeah. So that is it for you guys. That is all the news. I'm done. I'm tired. I gotta go to the gym. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're in the Florida, Sarasota area, join the club. Come hang out with me and other crypto enthusiasts here. If you want to make large time purchases, use Caleb and Brown. Your one-time, or not your one-time, but your over-the-counter brokerage to buy crypto. So yes, but thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you again, hopefully not in a week, but soon. So peace.